Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is a very big day. Today we are driving this car for the first time in over 20 years. So let's go ahead, hop in, let's go for a ride. So it is a big day. It is the first drive in the Mustang with no problems. I've spent the past month sorting out problems with this car, trying to get the transmission to shift, a real bad ticking noise, and it's finally done, and it feels so good. After a year of working on it, over 20 years of sitting, not running. The last time it ran was 1998. And I've brought this car back from the grave, and this is my first time doing essentially not a complete restoration, but pulled the engine, trans right away, completely did the interior, as you can see, except for the headliner, and then I rebuilt all the mechanical systems. So the brakes, the power steering, the rear axle, suspension, I did it all just because I knew it hasn't moved in so long, it needs to be done. So let's go ahead and get it out of the way and just do it to know that it is good to go. And man, am I so happy with the way it's turned out. Sorry about the sun now. But man, it gets up, goes down the road. This does have 280. It has a 280 rear end in it, so it is more built for highway cruising and not so much speed. It's actually kind of weird that my dad's 2-barrel 289, right now it gets up off the line quicker than mine, even though I have a 4-barrel that's bored out larger. But I'm not sure on what rear gears he has in his. But as you can see, I'm extremely excited about having it done. So let's go ahead and pull over and show you what all I have done to this car. So when I bought the car, the first thing I did, put new hinges on it, because the previous owner, the hinges were rusted shut and stuck, so he ended up having to break them to get the engine or the hood open. So I replaced those, new tires because it was flat. Actually, before we do that, let's roll some footage or some pictures of what the car looked like before. So here's some exterior of what it looked like before. And obviously after, this is kind of what it looks like. Not much has changed on the exterior. I did get a new bumper, obviously dual exhaust out the back. Still have the nice patina that Purdue University, boiler up, the alta mater. And yeah, nothing really changed on the exterior. I can't really afford new paint, and I honestly like the patina look. I'll only get to that once on this car, so I plan on keeping it as long as I can. Had to get a new headlight because it was busted, and then I painted the lower rear front valence because it was black, so I painted that. And then that's about all that happened on the exterior. So let's go under the hood, but first let's show what it looked like before. And now it is all pristine, and I am going to say, in my own humble opinion, like all my videos, my opinions, it's perfect. This to me is as show quality as you're gonna get, except I need to dust it. I know, I can't believe I just said I'm gonna dust my engine bay. Wow. But it's all been sandblasted in here, repainted, new original radiator, rebuilt engine. So unfortunately the engine had to be, they say, I got into a disagreement with the engine shop, but they ended up boring my engine out 60 over, which is the largest this can be bored. So if I ever have to bore it out again, I have to sleeve my cylinders, which isn't a big deal, but I prefer to only go 30 over or just hone the cylinders out. I should have checked the block before I sent it to him, but let's move on. It runs. I don't care anymore. I'm happy. I rebuilt the transmission, or I didn't. I sent it off to get rebuilt. So I rebuilt transmission. Everything in the power steering was rebuilt. If you've seen some of my videos, I rebuilt the pump. I didn't rebuild the slave cylinder. I replaced it, and then I replaced the control valve. So all the power steering is brand new. The brakes are brand new. That's a new booster cylinder, or not a booster cylinder, but a master brake cylinder. All four corners have had new brakes and pads put on, new rotors in the back, new soft lines. Hard lines are original. They were in good enough shape. I took the wiring harness out, as you can see here, when I did the engine rebuild and sandblasted, and I took all of the tape off of it and then inspected all the wires, retaped it up, and reused the original wire harness. And then the only rust that was in the car was under this battery. The battery tray was rusted out. Replaced it just fine now. And I think that concludes the tour up here. It does have a 4-barrel on it now, even though it was a factory 2. So we have a guy out in Oregon that he rebuilds carburetors. That's all he does, and he does an excellent job. They look beautiful. So he had a 66 Autolite 4100 core, so he rebuilt that and got me one, and it runs great. And that's about it. Other than that, it's pretty stock engine. It does have the GT exhaust manifolds of back in the day on there, along with dual exhaust out the back. And then that's about it under the engine. So now let's go to the interior and let's do a little comparison of what it used to look like. I'll throw that footage in, or pictures, right now. And here is it now. As you can see, I still have the original belt, but I plan on getting new ones. But it is completely redone in the original color that it came in. Brand new seat covers, cushions. Obviously, back's been redone as well. Brand new carpet, brand new dash pad, because the old one was all cracked. Glove box is the original glove box, and then I gutted the whole car and painted it up. Hold on, this is terrible footage. All right, hopefully this is better. So I gutted the whole car, painted the dash, the doors. I also got new door inserts. They are the original handles and window cranks. I just polished them up. Obviously, new steering wheel. And the horn doesn't work when it's turned, it only works when it's straight. Still need to work on that. Also need to work on the lights. They like to go on and off when you're driving at night, and it's extremely terrifying to be on a pitch black road. And then I had to put a new ignition in it when I first got it because I did not have keys. So I rekeyed it, and then the ignition broke on me, so I had to replace that. New console. It's the original radio. I need to rebuild it because it does not work. And this is the original headliner. Wow, loss of words. It was in good enough shape that I felt comfortable leaving it. Once I decide to repaint the car in a few years, by a few I mean many years, I will take the glass out and replace the headliner most likely. But yeah, that's what I've spent a whole year doing. Countless hours underneath the car, countless hours dirty. These aren't that dirty of pants, but I ruined a ton of clothes working on this. Just the filth was crazy, but I'm so happy with the results of it. I'm just going to drive the crap out of it this summer because that's what it deserves, just to get out there and just cruise. And man, I couldn't be more happy with the way it turned out. So thanks for watching, thanks for checking out my channel. I hope some of the how-to videos help. They're going to slow down on the how-to videos because obviously there's not much more left for me to do. But the 67 is getting some work done, so the 67 is going to be carrying the weight on the how-to videos. So thanks for watching, hope to see you guys here next time. Have a great day.